In this video, I will showcase a shot creation system for 6-8 builds that will have you moving and grooving like you are a 6'2 or 6'4 demigod guard in NBA 2K25. I'm gonna have you speed boosting the right way on the same side even without SGA dribble style. I'm gonna showcase some of the best animations that covers horizontal distance and vertical distance to make you unstoppable. Give you a jump shot so good it's got me shooting over 60% from 3 with just 75% 3-point rating, and a dunk style that will have you dunking on everybody. But if you weren't there for the build video, here's a quick summary. I won't go through the details of the build, but the way 6-8 builds are set up is that you can shoot over much smaller players as long as you choose right. We also made it so that as a shooting guard with a lot of off-ball movement and athleticism, you will be hitting backdoor cuts and dunks for easy twos. But more importantly, as I said, that ability to hit the three-pointer at a high clip will open up your driving lanes, allowing you to dunk on everybody, therefore making them a little bit hesitant to stick close to you, and then you're gonna have them pick their poison. As you can see here, these guys are sagging off because they're afraid of being dunked on, opening up your perimeter shot creation. And in those sticky situations where they're sticking close to you, I'll give you all the signature animations that you need to kill them at will. And have I talked about the defensive ability of this build? It's just insane. So the importance of being a tall guard shot creator is that animations cover way more distance as a tall guard. That larger steps that you take, those exaggerated movements combined with speed will give you horizontal shot making and vertical shot making that will make you unguardable in NBA 2K25. As you can see here, these animations cover way more distance compared to when a small guard will try to do these same animations. And the important thing is we are not handicapping ourselves as a 6-8 build. As you can see here, you're able to launch on the same side just like you were able to with an SGA dribble style. But also in this video, I'll give you several core kill moves that are unguardable and will allow you to dominate whatever situation you find yourself in. Stick around until the end of the video where I'll give you different sets of combo ideas to pair with a lot of these signature animations. And if this video gets 500 likes, I will release a third shot creation system for big guards. That is important. Let's start with the jump shot, and as you can see here, this jump shot goes crazy, making you an unguardable demon from the 3 or from the mid-range with that high release jump shot, allowing you to splash through anything. We got Tracy McGrady base because this is a T-Mac build, but also it's a good jump shot base. Kevin Durant upper 1, Matt Ryan upper 2 on very quick. What you'll get with this jumper is a very smooth up and down motion, high release point to shoot over way smaller defenders. Even though they got high perimeter ratings, they're gonna have to jump in order to contest you. But more importantly, I'm shooting 59% from 3. A lot of those are standstills, open shots, some of them are contested, with a 75 3-point rating. Now, I got Hall of Fame set shot specialist, that's why we aim for 93, but that's pretty good, and I think the jump shot plays a huge part in my success there. The other thing I want to go into is the dunk style, and I think we'll start here. I've purchased a lot of these to try them out. Probably my favorite one is Latrell Sprewell, with Andrew Wiggins being a close second, but his 2-foot gathers are a bit slow. But Latrell Sprewell, for having a very, very small attribute requirement, is pretty good. I do not get blocked with Latrell Sprewell just because he has such a fast gather that's going to avoid incoming help defenses, some ferocious animations that do not get blocked, but also, man, it's such a fun dunk package to use. Latrell Sprewell, one of the underrated in-game dunkers of all time. Zion William alley-oop with elite contact alley-oops for your alley-oops. For your 2-foot moving dunks, I got Tomahawk, athletic front tomahawks again. If you activate your fancy dunks or your dunks holding up left or up right, you get a lot of these very nice front tomahawks that do not get blocked at all. Pro contact dunks, 1-foot moving dunks again. Tomahawks, we're selecting uber athletic tomahawks of 1. Pro contact dunks again off your 1-foot moving dunks, and regular standing dunks as well. Going to the rest of the animation package, right? The main challenge with being a 6'8 build is that you do not get SGA dribble style. And if you're any type of shot creator or creator of the dribble, James Harden dribble style is the one you should be using. Devin Booker's dribble style is the other one. But we only get 75 speed with ball on this build, but James Harden is as good as it gets at that 75 speed with ball. I'll show you a little later on a specific section on why SGA dribble style is not needed. It's going to take a little bit of extra work, but a lot of the properties that SGA dribble style is good for, you can enjoy on this build as well. Signature size up, that James Harden dribble style really blends well with the Zach LaVine size up. Regular breakdown combo can be whatever. I use Paul George at one point, Lonzo Ball. I think the other one that I do use is Clay, but right now I'm settling with Lonzo Ball, but that could be whatever you like. Devin Booker aggressive breakdown combo, regardless of your height, this is the one that you should be using. A lot of secret properties to it that open up advanced shot creation, which we'll discuss in this tutorial. Escape moves is Paul George. You can make an argument for Devin Booker or Jimmy Butler. Combo moves Zach LaVine. Crossover is Jimmy Butler. That's different from what I normally run, but it's a very fast between the legs or front crossover while moving. Paul George behind the back, Paul George hesitation, Zach LaVine step back. Again, you can also do Devin Booker's, the other one that I recommend. If you got 86 dribble style, the James Harden is pretty good as well. Kobe Bryant motion style, but the other important part here is that we're gonna use animations that have a high lift point to exaggerate that high release point even more so that we're not as easily contested. We got Kevin Durant dribble pull up, Kyle Kuzma spin jumper, and something new is Jalen Green hop jumper, which has some great properties for a T-Mac type build. Now our go-to shot is Paul George. We're not going to go into the shot itself, but the crossovers you get out of this is pretty fun. It's a combination of Paul George's regular breakdown combo and aggressive breakdown combo, so you get two special dribble animations for the price of one without sacrificing either of these. We're going to start the tutorial with the Zach LaVine size up and why I like it. So first of all, the Zach LaVine size up combos well with the James Harden dribble style. Okay, so you do either your front crossover into your dribble launch, which is done by holding R2, holding the left stick up left or upright to your non-ball hand after a size up. I love the James Harden dribble style just because it's got that smooth crossover, right? There's no hitch, it's a smooth launch, and it combos well with the Zach LaVine dribble signature size up. Problem is, if you do a same side launch, that is holding the left stick while holding turbo towards the direction of your ball hand, as I'm doing here, you get that in and out hezzy stutter, which I know a lot of people will not like. It's the reason why you want to go for SGA. But if you watched my videos from the beginning of the year, you know that after your signature size up, as long as you hold the left stick towards the direction of your ball hand and then burst out of it with turbo, that is the way to get nice same side launches. So for example, I'll tap the right stick down and to the left to execute a Zach LaVine behind the back. All right, we're gonna push the left stick up and to the left to execute a nice little hang hezzy. And when we get that hezzy animation, we hold turbo and keep pushing the left stick towards that direction. So what we'll have is this behind the back, right? You also get different types of behind the backs. There we go. Depending on how well you time those launches. You can also do it with your front crossovers, right? As you can see there, you can burst out of it pretty quickly as long as you don't hold turbo once you push the left stick towards the direction of your ball hand. So now, for example, you want to combo up, boom, 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 right? You can burst out of it pretty quickly. And I'm going to show you a few clips after the main tutorial, how you can basically use that to burst out of it, and it's pretty effective as well. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see right there, all you have to do is push the left stick towards the direction of your crossover hand. Then you can burst out of it. So again, some of the more powerful James Harden dribble style launches is the behind the back. After your normal behind the back, you can do that, right? Push the left stick up and to the left after you initiate that crossover going down and to the left. You can also do this doubling up on your crossovers, as you can see right there. but that's the way that you can not rely solely on the SGA dribble style. The other fundamental part of the shot creation package is now we're using Jalen Green hop jumpers. And if you're interested in a more conservative / more powerful and more basic hop jumper series, I've had multiple videos on Devin Booker hop jumpers before. That's still an alternative, but why I like Jalen Green is that he's got 3 of the more powerful animations going to his right. So once again, we got to start with the James Harden crossover launch going to his right after your signature size ups. Boom, boom, boom. All right. The main thing here is as soon as you crossover launch, you can now combine with any of Jalen Green's hop jumpers going to his right. Fundamentally, he's got a side hop jumper, which you execute by holding R2 and then holding the right stick to the right after you crossover launch. Nice distance out of it. It's very fast, and again, it has a high release point that has everything you need when you want to be an elite shot creator that does not want to get blocked. But now also, if you hold the right stick down, you have a more traditional diagonal down step back. Again, high release point, very fast, creates distance moving to the right and down. So it's those types of angles that people find very difficult to guard if they do not jump. And most people do not want to jump in this game. The other thing that Jalen Green has moving to his right is a snatch step back jumper. You do this by pulling the right stick down and to the left while holding R2 after your James Harden dribble style cross. There you go. Jordan Poole has something similar, Keegan Murray. And of course, you can cancel out of it by letting go of the right stick. Then you can combo into your different hop jumpers moving to the right. Now, he also has some very basic ones going to his left. All right. You got your usual diagonal and down step back jumper. Right. You also have a pound dribble. Let's see how we do that. Pound dribble. Step back, which you execute out of certain moves. You can do it out of that Zach LaVine step back, moving diagonally. You can also do it out of a post spin. Right? There are many different ways to activate that pound dribble step back. But there's also one more, which is a side hop jumper going to his left. So Jalen Green is one of those animation packages that has a side hop jumper moving to his left or moving to his right, as you can see right here. So those are going to be your hop jumper animations and the other core part of your shot creation. Just rounding out your moving shots, since this is like a T-Mac build, we want a set of pull-up jumpers that are, once again, very difficult to defend. And KD is one of those if you don't have Kobe unlocked yet, which I do not have. Going to his left, going to his right, KD has some of the most unguardable pull-up jumpers. Once again, just adding to that athleticism, adding to that height, and adding to that length so that you are one of the more difficult guards to defend. The other thing we have here is the Kyle Kuzma spin jumper, which again covers a lot of distance as a fadeaway, moving to his left or moving to his right. So basically, those are the advanced shots that we'll be using. And when you combine that with your James Harden signature size up launches, or what we've talked about, the Zach LaVine same side bursts, now you have an idea of how deadly the 6'8 can be in terms of shot creation and some light dribbling, though I do not recommend that you dribble on a 6'8 build if you got a high steal guard in front of you. A few more of the more important animations that I want to discuss is the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, and I'll have a separate video for why this is such an important signature animation. It's similar to that Stephen Curry aggressive breakdown from 2024, which they took out. It shares a lot of the same properties. For smaller guards, Jordan Poole has similar properties, but the only thing you should be using really as an aggressive breakdown is your Devin Booker aggressive breakdown. Hold R2 and tap up on the right stick for your aggressive breakdowns. The other important animation is, and I know a lot of people like Kawhi, but I like Paul George. Again, you can just launch out of it very quickly. Like, you don't have to watch the animation completely play out. But why we need Paul George is because his behind the back aggressive launch is the launch we want to get us into a lot of our shot creation moves. So those are two fundamental moves that we will be using for this build. Our behind the back launch, Paul George behind the back launch, again, hold R2 and double tap the right stick down left or down right to your non-ball hand. Okay. And your Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, hold R2 and tap up on the right stick. Now, just to round out the animations, the Zach LaVine combo move, I'm a pretty huge fan of. Whether it's the stationary version or the moving version, it's probably my favorite aggressive breakdown move, and we'll show later on why. And when you combine that with something like the Zach LaVine step back, you can have an idea as to why I really like it. It's these very loud moves that forces a lot of commitment. Okay, that's why you really want them. And as you can see, because you're 6'8", you got athleticism for days, and you got that length, it just exaggerates how much distance these animations cover. So that's another important part. So we got the Zach LaVine crossover combo move, your Zach LaVine step back, which again has different properties that we like for different contexts of when to use your step back. We also have your Paul George go-to move or your go-to shot, which again is going to be important because it adds Devin Booker, Paul George's regular breakdown and aggressive breakdown without having to waste 2 animation slots. Again, these are very important moves as dribble moves. So for example, if you hold up while in the triple threat position, you'll launch into that regular breakdown. I also like the one with this ball in his left hand. You can cross over out of it very quickly to get into your shot creation combos. Alright, with the basics out of the way, I want to give you a few kill moves that you're gonna want to use in order to be successful with this build. So why these are some of the most beginner-friendly builds is because, once again, you can't teach height in 2K. 2K25 is probably the 2K that gives the most importance to height and length. And being 6'8" has some very good benefits for shot creation. You cover a lot more distance, you have a lot more height, especially with high release point jumper. So the first move I want you to do is execute a Devin Booker aggressive breakdown while holding R2, tap up on the right stick. As soon as you do tap up on the right stick, double tap square. You combo into that nice aggressive spin jumper from Kyle Kuzma, which again is a kill move on its own. The other kill move using this aggressive breakdown, start with the Zach LaVine combo move, then combo there, combo with your Booker aggressive breakdown, and then combo with your Jalen Green side hop jumper. So this is what you want right there. So as you can see from that move, we execute the combo move, tapping the right stick left to right, and then as that animation is playing out, we execute a Devin Booker aggressive breakdown. This is what I call the connector or glue move. Okay, it will tie the Zach LaVine combo move into the Jalen Green hop jumper. So for example, let's do that again. Right stick left right, R2 up. Alright, if you do it too slow, you will get the slower Jalen Green hop jumper. But if you do it fast, right there, you get the more aggressive Jalen Green hop jumper. You hold R2, hold the right stick to the right. But you can also do that with any of his step back jumpers. Right there, you see there? It's like by using the Devin Booker as a glue move, right? That moist maker, if you're familiar with Friends, you don't know where the combo move ends and the Jalen Green hop jumper begins. Right there. All right. You can also combo that with the snatch step back, as you can see right there. That is why you want to use the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown. it just connects your shot creation to a whole different set of moves that previously wouldn't be available, okay? So again, going to his left, you can also do that right there. The other thing I want you to do is with the behind the back launch, you can combo that with your Kyle Kuzma spin jumper, right? You can't unfortunately get some very good, you cannot get the best step back jumper animations going to his right, but going to his left, you got the side hop jumper going to his left. So you have options. If we do this, see, you get the slower side hop jumper, but still workable, right? You don't get the snatch step back, but you get a pretty standard step back. Another different set of combos is we're going to use the escape dribble combo, all right, after our crossover launch. So after our James Harden crossover launch, we're going to hold R2 and execute a between the legs crossover very quickly. And that will give you this crossover combo move. From there, we're going to use that hezzy one of two ways. We can launch out of it from the same side by once again not holding turbo. Okay, so let's do that. Launch and then go into your side hop jumper and just take a look at the distance that covers, right? Okay, we want to make sure we execute the tween and not the behind the back. As you can see there, you can launch smoothly out of it, right? So again, boom, boom, boom. No, not. Boom, boom, boom. Launch into your step back. So you're using the momentum to catapult you from that between the legs crossover escape combo into your different shot creation techniques. And if you do it wrong, as I did right there, you're not going to get the momentum that you want to launch you into your better animations. The other thing I want you to realize is that the reason why we chose Paul George Escape is because we can do momentum combo chains to your shot creation combos using the Paul George Escape. So let's do a Paul George front crossover escape. Holding R2, tap the right stick up and to the right to do this, okay? And then from there, you want to combo. If you do it right with the momentum out of it, you can combo into your Jalen Green side hop jumpers. Boom, right there. See what we did there? We comboed the front crossover escape, use the momentum out of it into one seamless move to tie you into your hop jumper. The other thing you can do, and why we use PG hesitation as well, the hezzy also contains those properties. Boom. Execute your hezzy, hold R2, tap the right stick to the right, and then hold R2, tap the right, hold the right stick to the right to combo into your side hop jumper. So practical uses for this, let's say we do this. We're just comboing moves, trying to get reactions, forcing the defender to cover so much distance. And then you just have to be aware of where the help defense is coming from so that you launch into the right move that is appropriate. The other thing I want you to realize is that the reason why we chose Paul George Escape is because we can do momentum combo chains to your shot creation combos using the Paul George Escape. So let's do a Paul George front crossover escape. Holding R2, tap the right stick up and to the right to do this, okay? And then from there, you want to combo. If you do it right with the momentum out of it, you can combo into your Jalen Green side hop jumpers. Boom, right there. See what we did there? We comboed the front crossover escape, use the momentum out of it into one seamless move to tie you into your hop jumper. The other thing you can do, and why we use PG hesitation as well, the hezzy also contains those properties. Boom. Execute your hezzy, hold R2, tap the right stick to the right, and then hold R2, tap the right, hold the right stick to the right to combo into your side hop jumper. So practical uses for this, let's say we do this. We're just comboing moves, trying to get reactions, forcing the defender to cover so much distance. And then you just have to be aware of where the help defense is coming from so that you launch into the right move that is appropriate. And then from there, we want to build how to get into those different secret moves, right? So for example, a very common combo right there, as you can see, is to go into your Paul George behind the back, combo to your aggressive breakdown, but we're not getting the fast side hop jumper that we like. So instead, let's use Zach LaVine combo into your book aggressive breakdown into your side hop jumper, right? We can also do our Hezi spam and just try to get reactions out of our defender to combo into different moves. So the thing here is that you can absolutely cook with a 6-8, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. In most of my gameplays, I've shown you that all it takes is 1 to 2 dribble moves, but if the occasion calls for it, as you can see, there are so many kill moves available to 6-8s as long as you know how to move and groove and, you know, not feel handicapped just because you don't have a specific dribble style. As you can see here, you're launching, connecting moves, using momentum the right way, using launches the right way, using different knowledge of different animation chains the right way. And there's a whole bag of shot creation that is available to big guard builds that you might not have known about. And the thing is, you won't need it 95% of the time just because there are so many benefits to being such a big guard shot creator in this game. So after this tutorial, I'm going to show you other different types of combos that I've worked with using this build. And this build has been so fun to use. Like I said, I sleep to 20 points per game with this build, shooting about 60% from 3 and having just a ridiculous set of shot creation highlights. You know, without going deep into the bag. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, and that's a lot of that's a mantra that a whole lot of 2K players should really abide by. So there you have it. That is the T-Max shot creation combo. If you've noticed, I did not use any of the T-Max SIGs. Now, why is that? There's nothing special about them. You shouldn't be using any other aggressive breakdown dribble move other than the Devin Booker. And for signature size ups, honestly, I do like the the T-Max size up. Pretty nice. I use it for my big guards in 2K24 as well. It's just not anything special, especially once you find out how to use James Harden dribble style to sort of give you that SGA light dribble style feature. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you stuck around until this part of the video, give the video a thumbs up, and if this video reaches 500 likes, I've got a third sneaky shot creation system for 6-6 builds and up that you won't want to miss. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.